Hello, hello, my friends. Okay, so excited to do this. I feel like I haven't seen you in 400 years. So hi, first of all, it's good to see you. It's good to be back. Also, okay, I wanted to make sure and just put this out there. I know I said this in the Spirit Squad thread, but just in case you missed it, I wanted to have a formal place. The new time is Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, because I'm really trying to get better at like doing fun things with my littles while they're still home with me and blah, 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 whatever. And it was really like last week was very like Tuesday, I have this call, and Wednesday, I have this call, and Thursday, I have this call. And it was great and fine because they were like spread out, but it was also like, I can't go anywhere or make any plans. Like I didn't love it. So this week I'm trying something new, trying something different. And this week instead, I'm like, nope, we're going to do all my calls on one day so that I just know like that day I need to be home. I need to entertain my kids. They need to make messes with kidney beans and rice and watch an hour of screen time and whatever. It's just going to be what it is. Okay. So 9:30 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesdays, but I do have a call right after at 10. So I know I was a little late in reminding people about it today, so I apologize for that, but normally we will start promptly, we will start on time, and I will not take more than 30 minutes of your time because I know you have beautiful little humans and lives and all the things that you're also working towards. Cool? Okay. All right. Without further ado, we're actually doing a backwards nutrition bootcamp call today, where sometimes, you know, like, what questions do you have? And then I answer them for you. But instead, today, I came with questions and I want to ask you guys how you do it, okay? And how you work through it. So I have gotten I've had a lot of conversations lately with people who are thinking about joining or who just joined or whatever, like, and they just are busy. They're just busy. And especially like moms with little kids who like want to be entertained or need help or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So I would love to hear from you guys because I see cute little humans on the screens right now too. And I know all of you have a 7-year-old or younger. Yes. So I would love to hear from you when it comes to your workout specifically. How do you fit it in? Ready, go. I'll mute myself and you guys just unmute and talk whenever you want.
All right, I'll go first. I mean, first I just had to create new habits and realize like what was I doing in the morning that I could just replace it. But also like with my kids, I talked about that today. Some of my people or my friends, and oh my gosh, I'm not good at talking, sorry. My kids like to wake up and just like watch a show and they get on a tablet, and I just let them if I'm not already done with my workout, and they love it. And also today, like my littlest, he's 2 and he loves Curious George. So after I wake up and we do stuff with him, if I haven't done my workout, I put that on for him. And most of the time he'll come in and want to do it with me. And we have like these little push-up things that are like 0 pounds, right? And he thinks he's cool and likes to pretend to do it with me, or he runs around me. And I've just learned to like, it's fine. Like they can be around me while I do it. And that's why this is so awesome. You can do it in the living room. You can do it with them while they're watching TV or a movie, and just do it with them too.
I love it. I love it. Anybody else want to share?
I'll go. I'm the same as Mandy. Like most of the time I do try to get up before my littlest is awake because she's the most needy. Like my 6-year-old is really, I can I can distract him pretty good. But on days like today, we had a really rough night. And so it is almost 11 o'clock and I'm just barely getting my workout in. But like, I just feel like once they know that that is something that you do every day, like they are used to it. They know that that is like what mom does for 30 minutes is that she exercises, and they play together. Sometimes we throw on a show. But even like yesterday, my niece was here, who's not here every day, but she knows that Aunt Leisha exercises, and they come and play right by me, or they do it with me. So they know that it's a priority to me.
I love it. I love it. Trisha, it looked like you were going to share too.
Yes, mine is similar to theirs. I'm at home, so if the mornings don't go as planned, once kids are in school, I do it as soon as I get home from taking kids to school. I've always had her with me, and she just joins in most of the time. But it was a learning curve at first. Like, it's taken my kids a long time to figure out. I take 20 to 45 minutes to work out, and even sometimes I have to pause and I have to deal with fighting and potty training and everything else. And I've learned to give myself grace in those moments because I can still get the workout in and I'm still doing what I can. But they have learned that that is just the routine. Mom gets a workout in and they all join me at different parts and times. But like everyone else, my kids are early risers. They wake with the sun. It doesn't matter what time they go to bed. They wake with the sun. So the odds of me getting up before them is very hard. So they watch their iPads or they play games or they fight. So, I mean, you just got to roll with the punches, but eventually they learn that it's the routine and that it's okay. And they start to join in and enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. Jess, I know you're at work, so I don't know if you can chat. If you can, just turn on your video, but if your video's off, I'll just assume you can't. Okay, I want to emphasize a couple of things that I heard, but I just want to like bring your attention to them, okay? Because I would have pretty much shared everything that they shared too, but I want to point out a couple of specific things, okay, that I'm hearing. One, done is better than perfect, okay? I know in a perfect, beautiful, blissful motherhood world, we would get our workout in for 30 minutes without any interruptions. Our workout clothes would be matching and clean, right? We would have washed our face and brushed our teeth before we worked out and gotten up with our first alarm. All of our children would either still be blissfully sleeping or playing nicely with Play-Doh in the corner, right? That is not a thing, okay? So just know you're normal if that is not a thing. You're normal if you woke up and you accidentally pushed snooze once or twice. You're normal if you woke up and your sports bra was dirty and your clothes don't match. You are normal if you haven't even brushed your teeth yet, but you're getting your workout on, okay? You are normal if your kids are fighting in the background. You are normal if you're like, yo, I just want to do this for me. So you're going to watch a show or do something, play an educational game or whatever while I do this, okay? And you might have to push pause. And is that annoying? Yes. Does it take discipline to push play not just once, but perhaps several times? Yes, it sure does. But guess what? That's how your discipline muscle gets stronger, right? It is exercising it. And it is a beautiful, blissful, peaceful day if I am able to do my entire freaking workout without pushing pause. Okay. Just want to paint that picture loud and clear. Done is better than perfect. And a workout that's 20 minutes long, taking 45 minutes, is it a little bit obnoxious? Absolutely. But you did it. You did it. Okay. And that is better than not doing it at all. Okay. That's the first point I wanted to emphasize that I was hearing from everybody. Done is better than perfect. Okay. The second point I wanted to hear is that sometimes it takes some playing around with your schedule. Sometimes it is like I wake up at 5 a.m. and I do it before my kids get up. Sometimes it's, you know what, it doesn't matter how early I wake up. My kids are up with me. Hi. I've learned my kids like to hang out with me and they know I'm the happiest in the morning because hello, I am a morning person. Okay. And they know like I want to hang out with my mom. I know she wakes up at 5. So I'm literally going to set my alarm for 5 o'clock. Hello, my freaking son who started setting his alarm for 5 o'clock so he could hang out with me in the morning. It's adorable. I am so grateful he loves me, but it's also like trying to shift my head around it, right? Working on it. But sometimes it's you know what? I would love to have gotten my workout already by 5 and be showered and ready for the day by 7 a.m. That would be lovely, but that's just not my reality in this season of life. Sometimes it's I'm going to wake up, help my kiddos get off to school. I'm going to walk them to school. And when I only have one kid, I'm going to work out at 9:30 instead of when I have 3, 4 kids, I'm going to try to just get it done in the morning, even though our mornings are already crazy, right? Sometimes it does require just a little bit of grace and a little bit of shifting and a little bit of change, right? And that's okay to play with it, right? And some days because I used to be like, no, if it isn't in the morning, it's not going to happen at all, right? But I realized that doesn't serve me. That mindset does not serve me. Is it best to do it in the morning? Yes. Do I like it the most when it's in the morning? Yes. But it's important to me to make it happen every day, more for my mental health than my physical health. Okay. Physical health for me is just a bonus and a perk. For me, it's more my mental health. Okay. But I'm gonna do it at 3:00 p.m. if I have to. I'm gonna do it at 9:30 a.m. if I have to. I'm gonna do it at noon when my baby is asleep if I have to. I'm gonna do it at 8:00 at night if I have to. I would much rather have it done by 7 a.m. But I can get it in sometime during the day if it's a weird day or if it takes some creativity and flexibility. And again, is it harder? Absolutely. But I am exercising that discipline muscle, right? And my discipline muscle is going to get stronger and I won't have to rely on motivation because I'm disciplined. Okay. So just wanted to point that out too. Third thing I wanted to point out that I was hearing is sometimes it really is just a mindset shift of, you know what, is it really so bad if my kids are in here interrupting me? Is it really so bad if they're next to me, working out with me? Is it really so bad if they're crawling all over me while I'm doing planks and stuff? Does it make it harder? Absolutely. Does it take some intentionality to like not swing and like whack your child? Have I made my child fall before when I, did a burpee on their face? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. But that's also one of my favorite things in the world now that we've been doing it for a long time is they do work out with me almost regularly. More often than not, I would say I have at least one kid working out with me. And sometimes they just watch and sometimes they do it with me. And sometimes they do a little bit of both, watching and then doing it with me. And I love that. I love that because my kiddos are learning from me, right? And they're implementing and learning those things too, right? Even my baby, I got to show you, that's adorable. I saw Alicia's little girl with these exact same weights. And we bought 2-pound weights, right? For my kids to be able to lift weights with us. We have two sets of 2-pound weights and a set of 3-pound weights so that our kids can lift weights with us. And even my baby has this little rattle. Okay. It's like 0.2 pounds, but it's like a little dumbbell that even he can lift, right? And it's so cute. I love it. I love it. Okay. So just wanted to share, like, there really is nothing wrong with your kiddos working out by your side. Okay. And I know sometimes they're going to be underfoot and I know sometimes they're going to be fighting and crying. And that's when the pause button comes in real handy. But just think about the example that you're being to them. Okay. And like Trisha said, just give yourself grace because you're doing it and you're doing something positive for yourself and for them. So I love it. Okay. I just wanted to emphasize those things. Next question for you guys. How do you make specifically your dinners work? Whether you're following like Portion Fix or To Be Mindset or some other nutrition program, what does dinner look like for you? Because I know sometimes that can be something that hangs people up of like, well, I don't know how to like eat healthy and make dinner for my family that they'll like, but also that I can, whatever, blah, 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 fill in the blank. Cool. Okay. I want to hear what dinners look like at your house and like the real true, what dinners look like, not what you think Bryn wants to hear. Okay.
I'll go first this time. Um, I I know it's not everyone, but I'm blessed with pretty non-picky eaters. Like they are willing to try new things, and so I know that that is not for everyone. But like if we do fajitas or we do like last night we did fettuccine Alfredo, like all those things. Like I just make sure I add just a little more veggies for me, or I make sure my portions aren't, crazy huge. I try not to do seconds, or when I know I have a little carb heavy or a little less healthy of a dinner. But it's just like, I don't know, most of the time we all eat the same thing, but once in a while, like I'll have a lettuce wrap, or like I just add something for me, but everybody else has it. And it was so cute. On Monday night, we did fajitas, and I had a lettuce wrap, but everyone else had tortillas. And guess what? Everyone ended up having a lettuce wrap because they wanted to be like mom. And I really just feel like it's the example that we set. If we make it a priority, the same with exercise, we make it a priority. If eating healthy is a priority, our kids will follow suit. And if we give them healthy options, like they're, at least my kids, I've noticed my kids will eat the carrots, will eat the peas, will eat the broccoli because I am.
I'm right there with you. Amen and mic drop to that one. So yeah. Okay, Trisha, Mandy.
Okay, I'll go. So sorry, my kids are very distracting right now, but my kids are very picky eaters. So no matter what I'm doing, half the time I'm making them something different. And that is something that I don't care about. But most of the time with my meals, I have like main stuff, but there's usually like sides or things you put on it, and I can keep them separate, and I just let them like try whichever part of the meal they like, if that makes sense. So like one kid, like if we have tacos, they'll like the shell and the cheese, but the other one likes the meat and the cheese. And it's like all different, but I can make sure I'm making it with a lot of lettuce and all the stuff too. So I just make sure that I am offering stuff, and it has lots of components, not like complicated. They're very easy, simple things I make, but they will usually like the sides I make and not necessarily like the meat, or I'll like make them chicken nuggets or fish sticks instead of the meat I'm having and stuff like that. But I'm someone who doesn't stress about that because I just want my kids to eat something.
Hey, I am similar to Mandy. I have one picky eater and one not picky eater. She will eat all the vegetables in the world. My son will not eat anything that has color unless it is a fruit. So it's something I've actually talked to his pediatrician about because he is very picky, and I can't get him to eat any vegetables. So she recommended trying to get him to eat smoothies and hiding like a little kale in it and some yogurt in it, and so he can get all his vitamins. And I've actually seen someone who put like the breakfast essential powder shakes into the smoothies so their kids get the vitamins they need. I have not tried that yet, but I always offer some vegetables at dinner. I usually have a main protein and vegetables because most of my family does not eat vegetables. She is the only one who really loves vegetables with me. And so I always make sure my plate has vegetables. And if they eat them, great. If not, then I know I have leftovers for my lunches going forward that I can just throw in and get my extra vegetables that I want. But it is a challenge. But like Mandy, I'm just glad my kids are eating something. So sometimes I'll make a turkey sandwich for my son. I'll make buttered noodles, even a cheese pizza, because I need him to eat something. And then I'm trying the smoothies to get the vegetables in that he will not even give a try. His old pediatrician told him, give me 2 no thank you bites. And he won't even. If it's color and he knows it's a vegetable, he's not trying it. So it's all about playing with it a little bit and just making it fun, I think, is the best way to do it.
I love it. I love it. Okay. And I just wanted to add a couple things, similar thoughts. I can relate to Alicia, and I can relate to Trisha and Mandy with the picky kid a little bit too. Cause I have like some picky kids and some like, no, I'll try everything. And some with healthier taste buds and some with, I don't even understand how you're my child taste buds. But we always have a fruit with dinner because I know they'll eat it. Honestly, my kids are hobbits a little bit. And I think it's also because I'm an early riser, they are early risers, and we love breakfast. Like we will eat 6 breakfasts. Okay, maybe not 6, but like 3. And I'm serious. Like as soon as they wake up, they want like a bar and a banana. And then like an hour later, they want some eggs with some toast. And then like right before they leave for school, they want some oranges and a cheese stick, right? Or whatever. So when it comes to dinner, they're actually they have very small appetites. If we have breakfast for dinner, they'll eat a whole bunch. But I'm not having breakfast for dinner every single day because I don't want to, right? And my husband doesn't like breakfast for dinner, so that's a problem. And he's like the only one that's not a hobbit like us, right? So, but for my kids' sake and to make like everyone in my family happy, we always have a fruit with dinner. And 99% of the time, that's all my kids will eat is the fruit. Or for sure, they'll for sure eat the fruit. And then most of the time they'll try a bite or 2 of the like main dish. And my Ellie girl, my third, she likes dinner. She is a lunch and dinner girl, less of a breakfast girl. So she'll be my one who eats most of it. And my Rand man, he's right here. He'll eat most of his too. But my other 2, my older 2, they're like 1 or 2 bites of the main dish, like the no thank you bites. Like I at least want you to try it so I know if you like it or not. And if they like it, they'll eat more. But if they don't, they'll be done. And then they'll just eat the fruit, right? But then I also offer a veggie as well. And my favorite go-to veggies, just because sometimes I feel like we say that, but like, okay, but like what veggies does your family like? Ultimate Caesar salad kit is like a staple in our house. I love the Costco one and I love the Smith's one. Ultimate Caesar salad kit. Okay. We love that. My whole family will eat that, even my baby. I also have this recipe on Pinterest. Thank you. It's called Best Ever Green Beans. And it's literally like green beans with a shiz ton of butter and garlic, minced garlic and salt and pepper. And it is so good. And my kids love them. My kids love them. And then my other go-to, I have 2 more go-to veggies, broccoli with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Parmesan cheese. Just like, to taste those things. And then the last one is like sauteed veggies. We love zucchini, onions, bell peppers, and carrots typically in there. Sometimes we'll like experiment with a couple other ones, but typically those are our 4 go-tos with the Japanese barbecue sauce from Costco. And I'll just saute those. And those are our favorite families. You just spilled water all over yourself. Sorry. Those are my family's favorite vegetables that I will make almost every, and then it just kind of swaps. Oh, and our last one is sliced tomatoes, like normal big tomatoes with salt and pepper and balsamic glaze drizzled over the top. So I want you to hear something. I don't just serve them raw carrots or raw tomatoes or raw broccoli, right? Like I doctor up my veggies a shiz ton. Like we have them with dips and sauces and butters and spices. I think I said that, but maybe not. We doctor up our veggies, and I am 100% sure that is the only reason my kids actually like them, because my kids are not magical unicorns, right? And even a neighbor kid who was like, I hate tomatoes. Like I made my kids the balsamic glazed tomatoes, and he was like, what are those? And I was like, tomatoes. And he was like, can I try one? And he liked them. And his mom was like, what? Who hates tomatoes? And I was like, well, I was pretty proud of myself and him for trying something new, right? So if they don't like the veggies that you're trying, and let's be real, sometimes I make some veggies that they're like, never make this again too, right? Like I found the staples that my family loves and I make them often. So just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay. But experiment with seasons and dips and dressings and spices and butters and bacon and whatever you got to add to like make veggies a thing at your house, right? So yes, that's what dinners look like at our house. And I'm similar to Leisha too, that if I'm like, my family loves noodles, like my kids, that is a very safe bet. If we have noodles with some kind of sauce, with some kind of protein, like, yep, it's going to be successful. But for me, following 2B mindset, that's kind of hard, right? And so when I do dinners like that, I like white pasta too. no shame in admitting that. I'll just have a smaller serving. We have these like little bowls and little plates. I'll just put mine on a little bowl or a little plate instead of like the giant, massive bowl that I could be using because I'm an adult, right? And I just make it on a smaller portion size. And then I have like a big heaping plate of like the salad or the green beans or the broccoli or the tomatoes or whatever that I eat first. Cause I also try to do first bite veggies, not just veggies most. I try to fill up on my vegetables first and then go to my carb. So that maybe I'm already full and I actually don't even need to finish what I have on my other plate, but I still get to have some. And then I don't feel deprived or sad or right? And I'm still getting to eat what my family eats. So that's what dinner looks like at my house. Cool. Okay. Well, that went by so fast. Anything else anybody wants to add or ask before I let you guys go? You want to put these on? So handsome. Oh, so handsome. I love this dude. Okay, does anybody want to ask anything or add anything? No? Okay, well, thank you for your input. I love hearing from you guys, seriously. So, and thanks for jumping on live. It's not that fun to talk to myself. I do that way often enough. So I appreciate seeing your beautiful faces. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.